Well, it's time for a sports update now, starting with the Europa League.
Lyon crashed out of the Europa League at the quarter-final stage as they were beaten 3-0 at home by West Ham. Having held on for a 1-1 first-leg draw after playing the entire second half with 10 men, the Hammers found their form in the second leg. Craig Dawson, Declan Rice and Jared Bowen all finding the net in just 10 minutes of play either side of half-time to send the London club to their first European semi-final in 46 years. We should have scored, but we couldn't do it. We conceded the first goal and things became difficult. Then the second one before half-time hurt us a lot. During half-time, I told my players that it was not done, that if we had scored quickly, anything could have happened. But it was not us who scored, it was them. I have to say that we did not defend well. In last night's other Europa League quarter-finals, Eintracht Frankfurt stunned the mighty Barcelona with a 3-2 win at Camp Nou that saw them progress 4-3 on aggregate. A Kamar Roof goal in extra time saw Rangers book their spot in the semis thanks to a 3-1 win against Sporting Braga, and Christopher Nkunku struck twice as RB Leipzig advanced at the expense of Atalanta, 3-1 again the final aggregate score. Meanwhile, in the Europa Conference League quarter-finals, a narrow victory was enough to see Marseille progress past PAOK. Dimitri Payet turned in what would prove to be the only goal of the game at the near post after just over half an hour, but it was goalkeeper Steve Mandanda who arguably put in the match's best performance, as none of PAOK's 16 shots found the net, and OM secured a 3-1 aggregate victory. It is Feyenoord who will meet Les Olympiens in the semi-final after a dramatic 6-4 aggregate victory over Slavia Prague. The other semi-final will consist of two sides who came from behind to win. Leicester City scored twice in the final quarter of an hour to beat PSV 2-1, whilst Roma overturned their surprise 2-1 first-leg loss to Bodo Glimt with an emphatic 4-0 thrashing, featuring a Nicolo Zaniolo hat-trick. The World Cup playoff semi-final between Scotland and Ukraine has been rescheduled for the 1st of June, with the winner playing Wales in the final 4 days later. The Hampton semi was due to be played on the 24th of March, but Ukraine asked FIFA to postpone the tie following Russia's invasion of the country. Wales beat Austria to progress to the final, which will take place in Cardiff, and of which the winner will join England, Iran and the United States in Group B for the Qatar World Cup later this year. Second seed Alexander Zverev defeated Pablo Carreño Busta in straight sets to reach the quarter-finals of the Monte Carlo Masters. The German dominated the match with his superior firepower and secured a 6-2, 7-5 victory in a little over 90 minutes as he aims to secure the only clay court ATP Masters title missing from his trophy cabinet. He'll now face 9th seed Yannick Sinner for a spot in the last four, the Italian having impressively beaten 5th seed Andrei Rublev in their round of 16 match. And another player into the final 8 is Stefanos Tsitsipas, who edged a tight battle with Laszlo Djere. The world number 5 did not drop a set en route to his first ATP Masters title at last year's tournament in Monte Carlo and has been in ruthless form again this week. Tsitsipas served well and remained patient against a stubborn opponent in Djere, but raised his intensity in the crucial moments and used his heavy forehand to help seal a 7-5, 7-6 win, taking 7 of the 8 points in the match-winning tiebreak. Fran Miljevich won stage 3 of the Tour of Sicily with a solo ride in the final 10 kilometres to Piazza Armerina. With the extra time over the chasing peloton, the 19-year-old Croatian shook his head in disbelief as he took a double win, also passing Damiano Caruso for the overall race lead, with an 18-second gap back to the Italian. Pierre-Andre Cote finished second in the bunch sprint, whilst Filippo Fiorelli completed the podium. Whilst on stage 5 of the Tour of Turkey, Sam Welsford took his first professional win and gave Team DSM their first win of the 2022 season. The crash inside the final kilometre saw several riders go down, but stage 4 winner Eduardo Sepulveda kept the turquoise leader's jersey. Australia's Welsford switched from the track to road racing after the Tokyo Olympics and used his track speed to pass Jasper Philipsen in the final 100 metres. And finally in golf, Cameron Young showed it doesn't always take years of practice to go low at Harbour Town golf links, shooting an 8 under 63 to take the first round lead in his RBC Heritage debut. The 24-year-old PGA Tour rookie produced 8 birdies in a bogey-free round and holds a 2-shot lead over Chile's Joaquin Niemann. 7 players sit in joint third on 5 under, including reigning FedEx Cup champion Patrick Cantlay. Shane Lowry and Corey Connors after the Canadian aced the par 3 7th.